So this is the Oppo R17 Pro, and we've got the 8GB RAM and 128GB storage variant with us today in the Radiant Mist finish, something very similar to how the box looks. But before we get into it, props to Oppo for the packaging. It's quite unique and not many companies do it like this, so it's nice to see something refreshing. First up, you see the phone wrapped in a plastic envelope with a few graphics to show off the specifications of the phone. And taking off the cover, you see the phone in its full glory. The gradient finish, while being adopted by many flagship smartphones nowadays, still always wows me and just looks one of a kind with the matte finish we saw earlier on the OnePlus 6 series. But I'm already loving this color scheme and design. Underneath, you find another neat plastic box that houses some paperwork and a unique looking case. It's one of the first times I've seen a colorful case bundled with a phone out of the box, and it's of good quality. As far as the paperwork goes, I won't be getting into that much. And finally, there's the SuperVOOC charging brick, which is quite a lot bigger than your conventional charger and has a nice dash of yellow to it, which is just a small thing that appeals to me. As well as that, you get a circular box that houses the USB-C headphones and the USB-C charging cable right underneath. So getting into the phone, I'm still amazed at how good it looks. It's a premium feeling phone in the hand, as well as when you press the tactile phone buttons thanks to the metal and glass design. It has a nice indentation at the top and bottom of the device, which just adds a bit more character to the phone, whereas on the front you'll find a 6.4-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED panel in a teardrop style notch coated in Gorilla Glass 6. The screen is vibrant, color accurate, and gets very bright outdoors. You get some pixelation here and there, but it's not major and content looks good for the most part. But the mono side-firing speaker takes a lot away from the audio because it sounds very tinny and is easily covered in a natural viewing position in landscape mode. And if you plan to use your headphones, for example, you will be limited to USB-C style ones over the more conventional 3.5mm jack ones. Using the phone thus far hasn't made it budge either. The onboard Snapdragon 710 octa-core CPU seems to handle tasks well, and our variant comes with 8GB of RAM, as I said, which is plenty enough for multitasking. I think the phone will make a good case for heavy users as well, as it provides options to expand storage via microSD. As for the software, we see Oppo's ColorOS on top of Android 8.1. The skin is quite heavy but has felt well optimized so far. It's a bit too cartoony for my liking, but brings in some useful things like native screen recording, a smooth feeling gesture navigation, and dedicated gaming controls for those who want to game on the phone. I've also found the phone's face unlock to be very fast and secure, and the in-display fingerprint scanner is quick too. I like how it's positioned just a bit below the central region, which makes using it a bit more comfortable. And speaking of face unlock and the cameras, let's actually talk about them. The back has a triple camera setup with a 20MP, a 16MP variable aperture, and a TOF 3D stereo camera setup. As impressive as the specifications are on paper, the photos of objects, scenery, and portraits look pretty good. But I'll put the phone camera through its paces in a more detailed camera video such as a comparison, so subscribe and look out for that in the coming days. But with things like AI and night mode, the phone is promising. I just wish the camera bulge was a bit smaller to allow the phone to lay flat on a surface. But that about sums this one up. Testing SuperVOOC charging, the 3700mAh battery, the camera, and the overall performance of the phone will follow in a video to come. But for now, that's all for this one. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.